Okay.
So we're doing something a little bit different today. We've got Beth over here.
Hi.
And we have a lot of mini mangoes. And, you know, a lot of trees make some small mangoes, little tiny ones, along with the big fruit. And so we're going to taste these and see what you think of the minis.
I'm excited.
So we've got right here, this is Pram Kai Meu. So we'll test one that looks good. Some of these look like they dropped a little bit too hard, but this one looks fine.
So, are you going to ask me to remember all of these by the end? Should I like take notes? Because there's a lot of different ones.
Oh, you have a good memory.
Okay.
So, Pram Kai Meu.
Smells so good. Ready? Well, I haven't had one this season. Yes, I did. The flavor's not as strong. Is my first reaction. But it's recognizable. And very smooth and yummy. In my humble opinion.
It's a fairly strong flavor, though. At least my slice that was right next to your slice.
You think as strong as any other Pram Kai Meu?
It doesn't taste washed out to me, which sometimes they definitely, you know, small fruit do. Sometimes, yeah, I'm neat that way. There's some fruit like the Dupuis Saigon, which
Pram Kai Meu.
I don't know if we have that. I think this might be found.
Maybe, I wonder if we're confusing it. Which one is more like the Doc Mai?
Neither one are like Doc Mai.
Okay, next question.
Okay, moving right along. So, I hope that we have, I hope this is Dupuis Saigon. Let's see what it tastes
There are
like.
a lot of really pretty mangoes in that box. And I'm eyeing a few of them.
The shape looks like Dupuis Saigon more than Pram Kai Meu, but the skin looks like Pram Kai Meu. So this is like the little, got some green at the bottom. I think it's not going to be as good as the last one. So let's see. It's our little tea party, you know, like when little kids.
I'm going to have so much fun picking these mangoes.
Yeah, go home and do that. Patrick will like that a lot. Oh, that's your job, Gavin. Okay, yeah, these are all Pram Kai Meu, so we don't need to do that anymore. We have a little Doc Mai. So let's see what we can see.
And this is a flavor that I'm pretty sure I remember very. Do you smell your fruit before you eat it?
I just like take it all in at the same time. No warning involved.
This is different. It's a little astringent.
Yeah, don't go too close to the skin.
I don't have that much room.
Yeah, close to the skin is worse. Try your hand or whatever at this. But it is a little.
Try my hand, my taste buds.
Yeah.
Try your taste buds with this.
Yeah.
Well, there's something astringent about this mango.
Okay, so we have.
Did I just throw it at myself?
You have to work on that technique, you know.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So these are little teeny Mulgobas.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that goes.
You know which ones. I'm just patiently waiting for you to get to the other end of the box. Oh, this is going to be it. You taste it first.
Okay. I like it.
I should taste it?
Yeah.
Definitely not my thing. Overripe. Way too overripe for me.
Well, I probably gave you the bad slice.
Please stop doing that.
See if that one's better. And we'll go into
Oh,
it.
it smells better. Oh, but still not my thing. I don't know why. Something about that one. Okay, that looks very familiar.
This is Mulgoba too.
Really? The skin, look at the skin. Doesn't that look like Glen?
It's not.
I know, but doesn't it look like it? A little bit.
Yeah, I guess I could imagine one side looking.
Much better. I like this one. Are these drops?
Yeah, not always, no.
Are they from the same tree?
No. Yeah, I have to craft Mulgoba on another tree. That's another piece, just in case
Thank you.
You don't want to have you faint from lack of sugar.
Okay, so 2 Mulgobas. One I could barely eat. One I'm umming and eyeing. It's delicious. Would you say level of ripeness, side of tree?
I think the level of ripeness is the main thing. Okay, so
That doesn't look right.
yeah, it doesn't. And that's sort of the point, I think. I'm a little concerned about this because it doesn't look fully formed. But as you know, Pram Kai Meu is eaten green, and so I believe.
Do you have salt? Okay.
So
It's really good for pickling, right?
I
Or just snacking and
just,
salad. And...
dipped in spices and stuff.
There's an animal somewhere over there, isn't there?
I think it's the birds. We've
Oh.
had a lot of birds on the ground lately.
So for me, I would really like this in a salad. It adds a fruity texture and some crunch, and it's pretty.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. It's not like a real crunchy crunch. It's not like a crispy apple or something like that.
It's better.
Yeah,
It's a mango.
it's better. Yeah, but here we are. This is the level of ripeness that we're trying. And yes, definitely good to add to all sorts of things. It's not bad just eating a piece, but as a forest.
I think you have a ripe mango kind of over your head that needs to get picked.
Oh yeah.
What is this one?
This one. This is I think it's Dupuis Saigon here.
It's going to be a good one.
I don't usually find myself in the grove looking up from, I look out
You go in a
first
more
and
orderly
then,
way.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. So here we go. We'll do. Oh, we got another Doc Mai, so we'll try this one out.
I haven't drooled with any of these yet.
Oh, we've got a little too ripe part around the seed, so I am going to give you a slice that avoids that.
Thank you.
This might have been a drop, because, we care.
But it has a good Doc Mai smell. Aroma. It has the good Doc Mai aroma. Aroma is a prettier word than smell, because smell is associated with, oh, that smells. Our camera woman is having a good laugh at my expense. This is delicious.
Yeah, even though the fruit is fairly small, full flavor. Okay, Cogshall next.
Cogshall is one that's sort of unexpectedly popular. Unexpected because it's not one of the like strongest, most amazing flavors, but it does have a following.
Well, it's a good solid mango. There's no fiber, and it's
It is delicious.
so forget what you just said.
Forget what I just said. I think the Cogshalls that I've had this year, maybe they weren't ripe enough when I cut them or something. This is delicious. Sure, I'll have another slice of that. Thank you. Can you provide me with any information about this mango?
Well, it is a descendant of Hayden, and the tree first occurred on Pine Island off the west coast of Florida, and I believe it was in the 40s, but it made the curator's choice list of mangoes to plant. It recommended dooryard cultivars in the 1990s, I think, and it really drew attention to its strengths because it's a beautiful tree, beautiful mango.
It's a beautiful mango. It's kind of a quintessential look of a mango. You know, it's got the pink, red tones and the yellow. If you were going to see a photo of a mango, it would be these colors, as opposed to these colors.
Okay, so we have 2 more varieties to taste until we get to the one that you've been waiting for. So this is Duncan, and it's a small Duncan.
Okay, now I have to say, were you done talking?
No, I've never done, but go ahead.
This is a fine mango, but it's only my favorite if it's the only mango I have.
Yeah, Duncan is a very productive tree, and it's you're never one. Yeah, this is an undersized, probably underripe mango.
Don't want
Completely lacking flavor at this size and ripeness.
Okay.
Well, good flavor.
I don't know what to do now. Should I just swallow? I'm gonna swallow.
That's why I give you the.
Where's the water?
I give you the mangoes first. So
Are you gonna make it up to me now?
Oh, I hope.
Is that a dot?
This is a Dupuis Saigon.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's all part of our itty bitty mango collection.
Does anybody else smell their mangoes before they taste
Yes,
them?
a lot of people do. I just watch you smell, and if you.
I was asking them. This is delicious. Really sweet, full-bodied flavor, I would say. I only learned how to describe full-bodied flavor last year. What do you
At
think?
a wine tasting or what?
Here. I learned it from you.
Yeah, very smooth fruit. And I would say this particular mango is as good as the full-size ones.
Definitely. I agree with that.
Our little plate is getting full. And good thing.
Do we throw these on the ground in the hope that the squirrels will go after those instead of the fruit on the tree?
No, I just figure that it's going to decompose and provide some nutrients.
Okay.
Tiny bit for the trees.
Do the birds eat the mangoes?
Everything seems to like the mangoes, but yes, the birds, they pick a little hole in them, and that's it. They don't go back to that mango. So we've got a few different levels of ripeness.
So this mango that we're about to taste is definitely, to me, one of the most flavorful mangoes that I've ever had. And I love them. So I didn't love them for the first 2 years I tasted them. And then all of a sudden one day,
a light bulb went off.
Yeah.
So
dot. It's a dot.
So we're going to go with the ugliest one first.
I think it may be overripe.
I'm gonna watch you.
No, I'm gonna watch you this time. I'm not gonna fall for that again.
Yeah, definitely not at its peak. Yeah, you gotta get your form a little better.
Well, I poke you.
Okay, so we're going to go to a safer bet.
I have such high hopes for these dot mangoes.
This little dot.
Did you have much ice cream this year? Whoa, this smells. I'll taste this one first. Try a dot mango. They're so good. They have a really, it's a little orangey. It's a really strong tropical flavor. It's like all sunshine and happiness in a dot mango.
Yeah, this is very pleasant. Sometimes they're stronger, have a stronger flavor. This is plenty, like strong. You notice it, but
I'd like to take that one home with me, please. Can I just try another piece?
well, I was going to try another
Okay.
dot here. I didn't
Okay.
want to fill you up on one.
Okay.
You know, this is a little bit less ripe.
That's safer than. Thank you. Doesn't have a strong aroma. It's good. I would love and enjoy every minute of eating this, but it's not as good as the other one.
This has a little tartness. I do like tartness with the mango a lot of times, not all the time. I'd say that you taste the other flavors still, but they're not as strong. The tartness is sort of it doesn't take over, but it's sort of more might be the first thing you notice.
Yeah, I just love the dot mango. I just really do.
So
It's really good.
we got one more to try. This is still dot, just probably in between those last two. We had
It's
one
going
that
to
was
be
at
good.
perfect ripeness and one that was perfect for me ripeness. And
Okay,
now
you ready?
Possibly right in between.
It's so good. Do you think you'll have more dot this season?
There's not much more. Dot does have a very long season compared to some of the other varieties, but we are getting
May I?
to the end. Of course.
I really love the dot mangoes. They're definitely, I would say, my top two. And I only say that because there's probably another one I really love. I can't remember the one I would say it is.
The flavor sort of hangs around. After you finish eating that particular bite, your mouth still is like, oh yes, I'm still enjoying that.
It's a great mango. Does dot have a story?
Well, only that it was named after Dorothy Zill, who never went by the nickname of Dot in her whole life.
But it was
So-
easier to say than the Dorothy
and
mango.
right, 3
Yeah.
letters, that's easy. But
And-
yeah,
Whose wife is she?
Lawrence Zill.
He's one of.
Lawrence Lawrence and Dorothy were the parents of 4 kids. I think that the one daughter that I haven't met her name is Jean, I think. But there's Walter, Jean, Marlis, and Gary.
Okay.
And so they grew up. Those kids grew up in the mango business, and Lawrence's mother's name was Carrie. So that's who Carrie Mango was named after.
How come there's no Lawrence mango?
I don't know.
Oh.
But there is a Zill mango and all that kind
There's
of
a Zill,
stuff.
there's a
so,
Gary.
Yeah.
There's no Walter. There's no Lawrence.
So
There's no Jean.
it sounds like you need to have a discussion with the Zill family.
If you're watching
Tell them
this,
about your
I'll be
expectations
giving you
for
a
this
call.
naming.
Thank you so much. These were amazing.
Well, thanks for coming over. And so basically, one of the things that I wanted to do was taste small mangoes because a lot of times the small mangoes have the same flavors as the big mangoes, and so people sometimes don't value the small mangoes, but especially if you're growing your own and you see some really small fruit on the ground, just taste it. You don't know. And we didn't have, it's a little bit past the season, we didn't have any small Pim Saigon's this year, or this, for this tasting table. We had a few this year. Last year we had a lot of them. And with Pim Saigon, those small ones are even better than the mature ones. So you don't know until you try them. Try your little mangoes and see what you think. So that was part one of this. That's why we had this odd collection. But of course, always interested in your ranking of the mangoes that we tried.
Thank you for having me. This was super fun. This Dot and this Cogshall, definitely today's top two. Love these. Dot, Cogshall. Love them.
So yeah, you were thinking that the Pram Kai Meu wasn't really the taste that you liked, or as much. You liked it, but it wasn't as powerful. I liked it, and just as it was, I liked Pram Kai Meu in all sorts of sizes and levels of ripeness. But we did try this one, which was underdeveloped green Pram Kai Meu, and it wasn't a sour thing. It was just a smooth crunch, and you're ready to go and put it in a salad tonight, right?
Yeah. No, it's definitely something. If it's around, you can make really good use of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even when we like to have mangoes with certain food, like we're having a bowl with garbanzos and avocado and all this other stuff. We'll add mangoes, and I would even add that. It's good. I don't do a lot of green mangoes, but if you handed it to me and I was, okay, so we have a green mango.
Yeah, I think it would make an interesting contrast with a green salad or a bean salad, because it just has it's got a pleasant but not overpowering flavor, so you can just mix it with just about anything.
And if you wanted to have a mango as a snack, sometimes I hold back. Like if we're watching TV and we're looking for a snack, I might not get a mango because the juice is messy. But this could be an answer.
Don't need to worry about a juice thing.
That's right.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks very much.
Thank you. This was super fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Okay.
Bye.